Okay. There's actually 5 of them, and there's more to come. Now, why? Okay. Why am I building these books? The world. Why am I designing a reality engine? From my perspective, okay, humans, okay, as a species, we're not ready. We're not ready to travel the stars. We're not ready to leave our solar system. And it's not because we're all bad people. It's because, number one, we're not very good with consequence. Okay, we have like people working at CERN with stuff that might change all life on the planet, but oh, we don't want to listen to you, you know? We don't want to, listen when you're concerned about stuff. We have people digging into the planet, you know? I don't know. This, Cena and all that sort of stuff. We have nuclear experimentations, like, with uranium and shit. And we can't even get along here on Earth. See, Nomnia, Neodio, like parallels, all this other sort of stuff. Okay? It's all designed to teach consequence. Okay? It's not to teach morality, but consequence. Because personally, from my perspective, if you understand consequence, then you will understand that reciprocity and do unto others as you would have done unto you is going to lead us to better peace with each other. See, I know it's going to sound a little bit convoluted, but the reality engine, okay, of Nomnia, okay, the gates of the Nesamanicus, all this other sort of stuff, okay, it is in the hopes that people, okay, like the generation that comes, okay, becomes wiser. Okay, they think a little bit more about their decisions and the ramifications of what they do in this world. And maybe the world can become a bit better of a place. See, for me, I don't care about the individual. Well, like, not in the same sense as like most people, pretend to. Me, I care about us as a species. Okay? And as a species, dude, is right now is fuck up. I mean, division on race, division on gender, division on fucking whatever. Okay? Nobody listens to each other. There's problems with corruption in democracy. Okay, so while I'm working on Nomnia, I'm trying to find solutions to try to fix that too. Okay. Because I've even ran the numbers, okay, whereby it shows that reciprocity and do unto others as you would have done unto you has a massive shift on our chances towards actually ever becoming, technologically sound and towards leaving this planet or journeying into space. And I care. I care about that we have a future. And I care that we slow down. Okay, because stuff like playing around with genetics when you have very little data, come on, man. Like, you don't think about the consequences. Okay, this science isn't thinking about consequences. It's like, oh, we need money, we gotta get results now. And like this sort of attitude, you're endangering all of us, all life, because you're not thinking about, like, okay, well, what happens if, like, we change the genetics on something and it mutates, or we we try to treat one problem and we create more problems. Because, see, for me, this is all about physics. Okay. For every action of force, there's an equal and opposite reaction of force. Now, this applies in physics, but it's not just physics. Look, when you interact in your daily life, okay? You interact with people. How you interact with them has consequences. There will be a reaction of force. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, while you have physics in reality, so like I enter force into the world, okay? Even me posting this video is an action of force. And there will be a reaction of force. Okay, maybe not immediately, but essentially it will come. Okay? Now, if you treat people like garbage, okay, eventually people are going to know that you treat people like garbage. And they're going to come to get revenge. Eye for an eye, buddy. But if you try to do things, I don't know, a little bit slower, a little bit calmly, help people, your reaction is going to be different. The reaction of force is going to be less negative. Okay? And I know that this sounds, yeah, a little bit far-fetched, but I want to help the world become more wise. Okay? Not smarter, wiser. Okay? Because as it is, okay, there's lots of like smarty pants out there. Okay? Lots and lots of them. Okay? Lots of smart people who like, oh yeah, we put a flashy product on everything. Okay? And we trick them into buying something which is a piece of garbage. Or, you know, we put out a product and like it's got a faulty battery, but like it looks nice and it's gonna work really good for the first year. Okay? You know, there's lots of smarty pants out there. Okay? In business. There's lots of smarty pants out there in, you know, like tricking people to spend their money. Okay? Whether it's, you know, sex and relationships or greed. You know, you want to make money, so like here, you know, I'm gonna teach you what's best to make money, right? Or you know, you really want, you envy people who have lots of followers. Okay, so you get tricked into like, oh yeah, we got this scheme. Okay, and that's exactly what it is. It's a scheme. Okay, but I'm not. I don't want to trick people. Okay. See, the game is meant to be fun. Okay. Fun but serious. Okay. This is kind of why I spend all this time into like, oh, you know, making the races more beautiful, writing about the dragons and how they see the world. Okay, like the gravitational lines, the infrared, and everything like that. Okay, and they like move like music. Okay, in the skies. Okay, because they're actually like made of cosmic forces. And the elves, okay, they see everything as emotions. Okay, so like all living things have like an emotional state. Okay, and so when your emotions change, the colors that you appear as change. You know, it's like a new wavelength. And the dwarves, well, they see like air, earth, fire, and water in like different combinations. So humans look like mud, essentially, because it's like water with minerals in it, right? And so they kind of have like a negative perspective, you know, mud people, you know? And anyways, my point is that like in each aspect, okay, I'm not just trying to I'm trying to teach a little bit, you know, respect the environment with the elves. Okay, trying to teach a little bit of how you look at like chemistry, I guess, a little bit differently, you know, with the dwarves. And with the dragons, well, you know, see everything different. You know, a totally different perspective. Why? Because when we meet, when we do meet another being from another planet, why do you think that they're going to think like us? Or see like we see? Or hear like we hear? These are assumptions, okay? Like, even on our own planet, like there are half blind animals that, they use their whiskers, they use their sense of smell, and this is how they move around, you know? Or whether they grow up in like complete darkness their entire lives, or they're adapted to, I don't know, living the mid-Atlantic ridge where the plates divide. See, I study all these things to try to make a world which is both viable and realistic, you know? Anyways, that's a bit of a intro, a little bit more about me and what I'm doing. I'm not really one much to share a whole ton of who I am, but I'm trying to get better at it. So, forgive me. I'm not going to write any script. Okay, I'm just going to just be myself. And you don't like it, I don't care, man. I'm just gonna be me. And yeah, I hope that we get to know each other a little bit.